So today we're going to be doing a quick video on how to get started with black powder. This is my 1851 Navy. This is the Sheriff's Edition 5.5 inch barrel, 44 caliber. It's made by Pieta. So first thing that you're going to need is some powder. This is triple FG. This is what the gun recommends. Basically, you can get Pyrodex or any triple FG equivalent. I have used FFG and even FG just to see, what it would do, but I recommend not doing that as it can be dangerous and cause delay fire, which is what it sounds like. And the main reason why I won't use it is because it creates a lot more residue and cleanup, I feel like, on the gun. So next thing that you'll need is a powder flask. Now this one is HDPE, high density polyurethane. So this is static resistant. I only fill it up to about right there usually anyways. But just be mindful, it's recommended that you use a powder flask and get one that has the recommended charge. I'm just doing it by eyeball because I've measured it enough to know about what I use, but to get more accuracy and better results, it is best to measure the exact amount each time. Then you're going to need some round lead balls. These are the .451. You can use the .454, which some people like to use because it creates a little bit more of a metal shaving, gives you a little bit more airtight seal. I recommend using what your gun calls for. I might use the .454 in a pinch if that's all I could find, but the extra stress on my loading lever did cause it to break right here, so I've kind of got it rigged up right here a little bit. Next thing that you'll need is some percussion caps. Once again, this calls for number 11 percussion caps. I've used the do-it-yourself, make your own number 10 percussion cap kit. They do tend to fall off a little more and they're less reliable. I mean, I might have one in 100 duds with these. People have complained about them falling off as well. I haven't experienced that as much. Every now and then it might happen, but you can just pinch it before you put it on if you don't use a capper, which I do have a capper already preloaded, which I'll take and I'll load my caps directly right there at the top. I've not had much luck being able to get them through the hole there, but I haven't played with it since. And then you're going to need some kind of lubrication or lubricated felt wads. A lot of people recommended boar butter. It's cooled off quite a bit now. In the summer, this stuff gets really runny and it's messy. I like this stuff pretty good in the summer. It comes out pretty thick. I got it at Walmart for about $7. I think that was like $10. Honestly, I don't see that much difference in using the lube. I'll use it every now and then just to, to kind of season the bore, but I really don't notice that much of a difference at all, to be honest. But, so yeah, so basically, what you're going to want to do is I've already cleared my firearm here. You see it's all clear, no caps. So you're going to put it on half cock. And always make sure that your finger is always on the outside of the trigger, especially when you're loading. Even though I'll show you, I'm putting a lot of force on that right now, so it's got a mechanism that locks it from being able to hit. But if you take it apart and don't put it together just right, which I did one time, you were able to actually pull the trigger. And you know, so you got to be really careful with this stuff. It's no joke. So put it on half cock. And then you're going to want it to be about, right there is about 20, 25 grains. And that's what the gun calls for. So then you place your ball in there, turn it, get it nice and lined up. Let's see if I can do this like this. Give it a good nice push, and then you're going to see this little metal shaving that comes off, and that's what you want to see. And there it is. So we're going to go ahead and get the rest of these loaded up. There you can see that's about where I'm you want to make sure not to accidentally load two balls into one hole. Get a good push. And the percussion caps are really hard to find. I don't know if it's always been like that or what, but I went ahead and got 1,000 the last time I got some. Nice little metal shaving there. Some of these are still stuck in there. I have to take my knife and I don't know if I'll be able to get that one out or not. Let me go ahead and get these other chambers loaded here. Nice metal shaving. I got one more here. So you see, I mean, I've got them pretty close. That one's a little low right there. But now what you're going to want to do is take your lube, which I'm going to have to, it's cooled off quite a bit, so I'm going to have to get this all pushed up down here. And this stuff comes out really nice and thick. And then, oops, put it back on half cock here. Now, when you're doing those homemade percussion caps, you can use the powder directly on the gun, but be wary when you do that and make sure that the cap's on there good. Otherwise, you have the risk of chain fire, which has happened to me once, and fortunately, everything was okay. It basically came out here, knocked the pin out just a little bit, but I recommend not doing that. I was impatient and didn't wait for them to dry. So you got all those nice and loaded there. Now I'm going to take and then you're going to put your cap on, and basically what this does is this is the primer, like in a traditional or not traditional, but a modern day bullet. The primer's in the middle, and then it ignites the black powder through the nipple, and then pushes the ball out. So this is kind of like a, you know, you're building the shot when you're using black powder. So this acts as a mini primer, which goes through there and then ignites the black powder and pushes the ball out. I already have my capper loaded here. 3 more. And last one. And once they're capped, they can go off very, very easily. So, and you want to make sure not to do what I'm doing right here, and always keep your finger on the back side of the cylinder, so that way if there was, any kind of chain fire, your finger's not in danger's way. Now I'm gonna set it here on a, oh, I know I've got a good safety pin. So now it's on a safety pin, so it's all capped up, it's all loaded, ready to go. I'm just gonna give her a little wipe down here, and I've had my eye protection on the whole time. I'm gonna go ahead and put my ear protection in. And we're gonna go ahead and shoot these. I'm gonna start from left to right. And that was a dud. And there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please comment, like, and subscribe. And have a good evening.